Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to be pushing up to 15,000 trophies in Clash Royale with some of the best decks in the game. So if you don't know who I am, I play a lot of Clash Royale regularly. Currently, I'm residing at top 1,000 in the world. Wait, oh my gosh, wait, we can scroll all the way down and see myself on the leaderboard. Yo, look at that. That's sick. So we're top 1K in the world. I was 800 last night. I thought we would stay top 1,000. It was barely. But yeah, I'm a top 1,000 player pretty consistently. And we are going to be pushing all the way to 15,000 trophies in Clash Royale, showcasing the decks that you guys should be playing or learning for this meta. And if you hit 15,000 trophies, you're able to play on ranked. So you're able to play Path of Legends and maybe climb to the top of the leaderboard. This is a deck that I've been using quite a bit. I hit 800 in the world with it as well. I've played a few different decks to 800 in the world. You'll see those in videos. This deck is typically with arrows, so eventually if vines get nerfed, you can run arrows instead, and then you can also put Electro Spirit or Golden Knight instead of the Mother Witch. And this is one of the best decks in the game for consistency standpoint. It's my main deck in Clash Royale. No matter what I match into, I feel really safe. The reason that Mother Witch is in the deck is because Witch Evolution is one of the strongest cards in the game. So you want to turn your opponent's skeletons to your team, and also Graveyard is really strong, so they're going to have to think twice before poisoning on top of your Zappies or your Fly Machine. Yeah, this is the first deck that we're going to be playing. We'll be switching some decks as we go up. I just want to show a couple different decks at the start in case you guys want different ideas of what to play. So we'll be switching decks every 5 games, or so for the first 5 games, we'll be switching decks every single time. One of the best plays to do with this deck is going for Goblin Cage on defense, just first play, because you're going to cycle towards your evolution. If your opponent spams on the other side, you can cycle Zappies and do other stuff. So we're going to go for Zappies in the back. And for the most part, you're able to defend if you just drop Goblin Cage like I did. It's not going to be that bad of a deal. I'm going to go and drop Royal Recruits at the start, even though we're going directly into a Wizard. I think this is fine because he has Cannoneer. It's difficult for him to counter us. I'm also going to go for Vines here, hopefully going to be able to do some damage on top of the Wizard and maybe even kill it. I like this a lot for us because if the Wizard isn't going to counter push, then he can't really do much to us. Obviously, we got a lot of damage riding through in the right side. He kind of overcommitted with an Inferno Tower for whatever reason. And even if he has Golden Knight, I think this game is already ours. So it's just that simple. One of the things that you have to consider is if you're going for Goblin Cage on defense and the opponent's not responding, it's not like a regular building. They have to respond to it. They can't just let a Goblin Cage just expire and you get a free Goblin. It's bad for them. So keep that into consideration if you're playing Royal Recruits or if you're playing against Royal Recruits. You can't just let someone passively cycle a Goblin Cage or you will actually just lose to the counter push. As you guys saw, that guy just got destroyed. So really free stuff. Let's run. Let's run. Is there any Hog Cycle decks that are good right now? I haven't been playing that many Hog Cycle decks, dude. I have not been playing that many different decks that are weak. I would say Hog Cycle is kind of not the best right now. So we'll try to 3-crown this guy and see what we can do. Love you, man. Your smile always makes my day, says Wow, it's Leo. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. You always make me smile a bit harder whenever I see kind words like that. I was the first like on the stream, bro. Thank you for liking the video. All the likes do help out the channel quite a bit. It lets me create more content, lets me do more streams. I am actually leaving for a couple of days, so you guys will hopefully get videos every single day while I'm gone instead of live streams, but I don't think I'll be live streaming while I'm gone, and then I'll probably be streaming a lot more when I get back. I'm just super hyped about Clash Royale. I've been loving it more than ever, and I've been playing every single day, pushing up to the top of the leaderboards. The last 2 days, I've hit top 800 in the world with 2 different decks. So I think today I'll also record and then try to push up even more than where I am right now, but yeah, let's hit 15,000 trophies, and let's lock in. I want to go in for our Royal Hogs on the left side, and then I think we're probably just going to get a good Vines here, so we're able to kill the Wizard, and then maybe be able to get an extra Pig on the tower here. Ideally, we're going to be able to 3-crown this guy, so we have a bit of a faster gameplay. That's one of the things I like about this deck, is when you're pushing up trophies as well. Not only is it super safe having the Goblin Cage on defense with Zappies and Royal Recruits, so you can defend pretty much against any bridge spam. The Vines also allow you to defend against balloons. So typically, Royal Recruits really sucked against balloon Lava Hound decks. If they were able to fireball your Zappies away, you really had no anti-air response. So what would happen is not really a problem anymore because you can go for Recruits and then Vines and pull down their Spirit Empresses, their balloons, and the Royal Recruits will actually just straight up kill it. You want to go Royal Recruits before you drop your Vines, though, because each time that you drop a unit, it takes a little bit of time to load in. So if you Vines before you drop in the unit, it's bad. You always want to go in for the unit first, so then the load in happens, and then you Vines, and then you get more value. So anyway, that's one of the best decks I would recommend. This is a fun deck. I don't think it's like the pinnacle of what everyone wants to be playing because it requires a little bit more thought process and skill. This deck is way easier, but if you stack up a lot of Elixir Collectors with this deck, it's pretty much game over. I'll show you one of the concepts of why Vines are so strong with this deck. We'll be switching decks every single game, showcasing all of the decks that I have in my arsenal right now. And of course, I super appreciate everyone taking the time to be a part of the stream. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. What deck helped you push up the most? Royal Recruits, I think, is my favorite deck right now. I'll show the most brainless strategy that I would recommend for everyone if you just want to be bad at the game and win. Those decks will be coming down the line a little bit later. They're not right now. This is going to be a bit of a higher skill strat, but it's still a pretty good one. An oldie but a goodie. I'm going to use Heal Spirit here. I was kind of hoping that the Archer Queen would get tanked for by the Barbarians in the Battle Ram, but the Archer Queen went in front, so I just don't really know how that happened. Remember, the guy's got Fireball, so hopefully we can exhaust this Fireball on our Elixir Collector, so then the Barbs can make mincemeat of his Hog Rider. That's what we're hoping for. If he decides to go for a Hog Rider, now he's going to go directly into Barbs, and then we'll get the Evolution, and also on top of that, we're going to kill the Hog Rider with 0 damage. That's a really good thing for us to do. I am going to also go in for a Bandit in the right side and see if he goes Hog Rider simultaneously. Sometimes they'll do that. I'm always trying to keep 5 Elixir for that potential. He's going to have Royal Recruits, which is a weird deck. Royal Recruits plus Hog Rider is not something that you see every day of the week. I think I'm going to go and split my Barbs a bit earlier. Ooh, okay. Yeah, definitely going to go and split our Barbs a little bit earlier. And then I can just go Archer Queen directly on the Musketeer if I want to. Should be good to defend this without any real damage. And then also having the Archer Queen counter pushing is always a nice benefit. I'm going to go in for a Battle Ram here on the right side. He's going to log, so now I can go for Heal Spirit. He's going to go Cannon. Not necessarily the best for us, but he'll go Skeletons potentially. Yeah, no, he's going to drop him afterwards. So there's a Skelly, so he doesn't get hit by the Heal Spirit. Remember, this guy also has the luxury of going for a Hog Rider when we don't have our Barbarians in our hand. So I think we'll have to go Vines plus Bandit. So this would be a little bit silly for us, but maybe I can get like a Bandit, or, I mean, if I Elixir Collector, I barely won't have enough Elixir for the Barbarians, so he should be able to get some damage. He might also pre-Fireball Barbs, so it might be better for me to go for a Bandit and then go in for Vines. If he doesn't Fireball this, he's going to pre-Fireball. No! What the heck? Oh, that's crazy, man. So if they hold the Fireball like that, I would assume the Fireball would come down on the Barbarians at higher levels of play. But again, this is Trophy Road, so maybe some people will do some things that are a bit different. Because he saw that we countered with Barbarians the first time, he held on to his Fireball. I really thought, like, there's a high likelihood that homie was going to Fireball Barbarians and hit, like, a Bandit. And it would be very funny because the Bandit would just juke and jive out of the way. So kind of what I was hoping for here. Anyway, we go for Barbarians here. One of the downsides of this deck, as you guys are probably seeing right now, is it does take a little bit of time to win games sometimes. It's like one of the few downsides of it, to be honest. It's all good, though. I'm going to try to go in for a lot of spam here on the left side. Maybe go for a Heal Spirit to potentially keep our Archer Queen healthier. It didn't reach the Archer Queen, unfortunately, but it's all good. It would just be good to go for Vines here and then have Humpty Dumpty hit the tower a couple times and then win the game. That's it. That's GG. So, as you guys can see, when you get an Elixir advantage with this deck, paired with the Evolved Battle Ram, and then also Archer Queen, it's really hard to defend when the opponent's down Elixir. The only downside is you have to play a little bit safely. You need to stack up Elixir Collectors, more so focus on the counter push, and then kill the opponent. So good looks, good vibes, easy stuff. Is there a pass to win today? There will not be a pass today. We don't do giveaways on every single stream, especially when people like ask for it. Then it's like, you know, you're not watching for me, you're more so watching for the passes. And then I do the passes like indiscriminately, like whenever I feel like it, whenever, you know, people are here watching, I feel like giving out stuff, then that's how I'll do it. I try to do it for subscribers that are actually here to watch the channel, instead of just people that are like farming for those. Anyway, next thing we got is a log bait deck. This is the Hypno log bait deck. This is currently like top 5 in the world. It was number 2 last night. I don't know where it is right now. Let's see if he is top anywhere. Oh, he's number 2. Nice. And number 3. So this is the deck that he's playing. Usually, if you are playing this deck and you are going to be playing Cannoneer and you rely heavily on the Valkyrie Evolution for defense, Fire Spirit and Ice Spirit are just nice to have fast cycle stuff. And the Goblin Barrel Evolution is really, really, really broken because you can use an Ice Spirit with it and a Valkyrie counter pushing, and then you have Vines to hold your opponent's units in place. So it's just super good right now. This is definitely one of my favorite decks in the game, and it's probably, I don't know, definitely one of the best decks in Clash. So we're just going to go and send it a little bit. He 100% messed up there. It's a brutal, brutal play that he is just eating. Wow. Wow. This is totally different than top 1000 ladder for me, guys. This is a different demon, if you will. So we're going to go Vines here. We will clean this up. I think I just want to sack our Wall Breakers for a little bit and then go for a Fire Spirit and then go Ice Spirit to go and pull the Prince and then Berserker on top of that. I think that's probably going to be our best defense possible. It doesn't seem like this guy has much Elixir. He doesn't really seem to care about his towers either. So I'm going to go Vines early, and then maybe we're going to be able to have the Berserker kill his Lumberjack. That was pretty much perfect, honestly. I'm really proud of how I played that. I caught a unit right in front of the tower because I knew he's going to drop something to counter the Berserker. So we completely outplayed him there. We bamboozled this, bro. We go for Wall Breakers as well. He'll probably go Bomber. I would expect. Or maybe he just eats everything at once. Yeah, that's a huge misplay on his end. He just drops 3 elixir into 2, so that's a +1 trade for us and damage. So I usually want to cycle the Valkyries a little bit more liberally so I can get to the evolution. But when we're up so much, I don't think that it's that big of a cause for concern. I can also go for this and then go for a Goblin Barrel here and have the Berserker just do dirty things to our dude. So yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Berserker, and we're going to take both towers. This is diabolical how much we are dominating this game. So we're going to throw down the Fire Spirit so it sacks itself. And then I think we could be good with the Dark Goblin dying to die as well. Okay, never mind. I'm going to have to go Ice Spirit just to pull that a little bit. Doesn't matter. Still full defense, no damage taken. So we can maybe go for a Goblin Barrel here. Of course, I should be cycling our Valkyrie a little bit more. I think I will just cycle it in the back and probably drop it in the left side because that's where he has all of his damage. And we'll see how it goes. Finally made a YouTube account. Been watching you for years. Keep up the content. Thank you, man. I don't know if you remember, Benjamin, you literally just do it for baiting, bro. You're a D1 baiter out here. Try to get me to comment on that. I'm joining the dark side and playing Goblin Giant and Pekka. Goblin Giant Pekka isn't even that strong. I would recommend you play the decks that I have ready for a little bit later. I'll be showing way better decks than Goblin Giant and Pekka in, you know, a few decks. If you want something more that speed that isn't like a cycle deck, I will show you guys very, very skillless strategies soon. I will be that diabolical lad that no one wants to play against. Also, we can just Valkyrie and pull everything back and then also go Vines here, hopefully. Just kill his Mega Minion and also his Giant, and then maybe throw down some more stuff here. Try to take 2 towers, ideally. It's always more fun to get more done. You guys know what's up? Yes, sir. That's clean 2-0 victory. So, ideally, we would have been able to 3-crown him, but this is one of those decks that doesn't have the 3-crown potential that other things do. I mean, there's a chance I would have 3-crowned him if the game went a little bit longer, but obviously, this is one of those situations where his tower's left at 700 HP, and we just don't have the firepower that the other decks have. All right. Do you think that Vines will get a nerf in October? Yeah, they should be nerfed now. They should get an emergency nerf. Every pro player is crying like a baby in the Supercell chat and asking for them to emergency nerf it. And I mean, I'm about it. Like, I feel like these cards should be nerfed, but genuinely, I feel like Furnace was also like pretty broken as well, and it was worse for the game because worse players could win with Furnace. I think like with Vines, there's a little bit more creativity. So despite it being way more broken than Furnace is, I like it more as a concept because I feel like there's more unique things and it's faster paced gameplay. It's not like slow roll cycling a, you know, freaking spawner in the back. So I think Vines are overpowered. They definitely deserve to get nerfed. But at the same time, it is way more fun to play Vines than Evolve Furnace was. Evolve Furnace should have been nerfed so long ago. So many trash players with Graveyard were winning with it, including myself. I was beating people way better than me. All right, so yeah, let's do this. This is the other deck that I'd recommend that's really, really free to play. Or not free to play. Really free wins heavily. If you suck at Clash, this is a great deck to master because you don't really have to do much. You just cycle Elixir Collectors, you build a push with the Vines, Baby Dragon behind your Golem, and a Battle Healer. And it practically beats everything in the game. And the Barbs are just there because it counters Goblin Giants, it counters Golems, it counters a lot of beatdown pushes. And it's nice to have when the opponents are spamming a lot into you. Usually with this deck, you just want to go for Baby Dragons in the back, get to the evolution, and chill a bit. If you cycle Baby Dragon like this, it's a good opportunity for you to get to the evolution and not spend that much Elixir. I super, super like that. So we're going to go and cycle our Elixir Collector here in the back. And yeah, I mean, if you Valkyrie, it doesn't necessarily matter that much to me. I can just go in for a Battle Healer here. Hopefully soak up most of the damage from the Valk and maybe even the Musketeer if we're lucky. I could go Vines if I wanted to cycle. I think I will actually, because I'm pretty confident that, you know, I just want to spend a minimal amount of Elixir here and then get to our Elixir Collectors as frequently as we can so we can build up big pushes with our Golem. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm not trying to go in for Golems. I'm not trying to do anything stupid that would cost me the game. Instead, I'm going to go Berserker in the back. I'm going to get ready to surround the Mega Knight before it starts jumping with our Barbarians. We're spending 7 Elixir here. He's spending, you know, hefty amount with Mega Knight as well. I think that we can just go for Elixir Collector and feel really confident about our position. I don't even care about the Skeleton Army. It doesn't matter to me whatsoever. This is one of those situations. If he fireballs, I will actively go Golem in the back. I will eat the entire Musketeer, and then I'm going to win the game. I can tell you that confidently right now. I am genuinely just going to go Golem. It's going to lock onto the Golem. The Musketeer is going to be level 15. We're going to have a level 16 Golem here, and we'll have a huge counter push winning us the game. So, yeah, I timed that perfectly. We should just be able to go in for a Battle Healer here, and then also cycle a Baby Dragon Evolution. Baby Dragon Evolution is really, really strong because it speeds up your stuff as you attack. And it doesn't increase the attack speed. It increases the movement speed. Your Golem gets onto the tower a bit faster. Then we're going to go Vine so he can't like knock our stuff back. So then maybe we're going to be able to kill his units a little bit quicker. Ideally, we can just go in for Witch here because he just dropped his Mega Knight. And then I can go for Berserker for a little bit more damage. Even if you have Mega Knight Evolution, it's still really bad for you. Even with Mega Knight and Valkyrie, I think the Witches might survive. It's not even the Evo Witch. I'm not even getting the healing from the initial, like, evolution. I'm just getting the healing from the battle units. More than enough to crush him. More than enough, my guys. Dude had Fireball, Mega Knight, Valkyrie. Still, Witch is really strong, and he couldn't kill it. So, that's one of those things that you might look at, and you might be like, why is this so broken? I don't know. It was hilarious when I was looking at OJ's video today. He had Evo Witch as, like, I think D tier or, like, a really low tier. It is actually a top 3 evolution in the game. It was like, I don't know. People are disrespecting Evo Witch. People are disrespecting Evo Witch. It is definitely one of the best cards to ever be in the game. So, I was looking at that. I was like, damn, this card really, people did not think that it was that good because Furnace was just better for a while. In the last meta, Furnace was just so much better. And people didn't understand that Evo Witch was broken because it wasn't given the opportunity to get in the limelight, you know? If cards are overshadowed by others, then people don't necessarily understand their strength. So Evo Witch is possibly top 2 Evos in the game. I think it is top 3, though, for sure. So, yeah. Let's keep going. Let's go, let's go. Jake, I used to watch you for so many years ago. Loyal sub, just played with CR again. Always fun streams. Thank you for being a part of the action, Jiko Momo. I do not know how to say your name correctly, but thank you, brother. All right, so, yeah, we showed all these decks really quick. I would recommend a couple more. Yeah, these two. So if you want to play a Pekka deck, this Pekka Ram Rider deck is the best Pekka deck in the game right now. It is also played in the top 5 in the world. If you are using Ram Rider, this is really strong because you have Berserker for defense, and then you always have 3 spells. So if you're playing against Logbait, you kind of match advantage. This deck is using Princess Tower. You really want to be using Princess Tower just because it's a bit more effective on defense and more reliable. Let's go. Any good reliable Mortar bait decks this season? I can see if there are any. I think I only saw one, but I can show that after this for sure. So if you guys have any other suggestions or decks that you want me to play, let me know. If I don't have Baby Dragon, you really want to have Baby Dragon. It's kind of what makes this viable. I think Baby Dragon Evolution is honestly a necessity for this deck. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie to you. Like if you said, oh, what if I don't have minions? I'd be like, oh, okay. You could put in like maybe something along the lines as a Royal Ghost or a Bandit. Probably I would put Royal Ghost. Just because you're going to get a bit of an extra benefit with having more ground support and attacking cards. When you have Vines, you don't necessarily need the minions as much. Or you could run Electro Spirit. Okay, I just fumbled really, really hard. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And I just also probably am going to take a ton of damage because of that. We'll see. I might get away with it because cards are broken, but I absolutely misclicked that. I was just talking to y'all and yapping and then misclicked like a madman. It's all good, though. It doesn't necessarily matter that much. But there's a lot of good decks in the game that people wouldn't necessarily anticipate. So I'm sure that there's some other decks that I can look at the top of the leaderboard and see if there's anything that I would personally play. And then I'd recommend them if they're good. But yeah, Baby Dragon is a necessity since it speeds up your Ram Rider. So you don't necessarily need a building counter like Lightning. Typically, Pekka decks are always going to be running a building counter like Lightning. But if you don't have Evo Baby Dragon, you're not going to get the express of the 50% speed up with the Ram Rider. It's just an entirely different card. It feels and functions as a card that doesn't need to have Lightning. But if you don't have Lightning, you're going to need to have that for sure. We're going to Arrows here, and we're also going to hit him up with a Vine so we can guarantee keep our Pekka healthy. And I should be good. I mean, I don't think this is a problem. Heck, we could even Baby Dragon here to show you guys how strong it is. If we can get any attacks at all, then our Pekka will get, you know, a bit faster and then maybe lock onto stuff. Unfortunately, our Pekka didn't have enough health, but it is what it is. Remember, this guy has Elite Barbarian, so I'm going to try to go in for a Ram Rider with minions, so when he goes E-Barbs, we should get a good trade. I could even... Ooh, okay, that's weird. I mean, if you want a Furnace like that, that's fine. That's a pretty bad interaction for you. You're going to lose a lot, and then you cycle your Evo Furnace on the side that you don't want to be dropping it. I'm going to Berserker in the other lane in case he wants to go in for anything like Elite Barbarians, and of course he does. And we're just going to go Vines on the left side and be completely content with our life. This is a relatively free win here. I'm also going to go in for the Vines when it's in target, in range of my tower, so I don't really have to worry about it. I can get to the evolution, but I think it's better for us to go for Baby Dragon here as well, just to tank for the tower, and also potentially get him to go in for a bad play where he cycles things he shouldn't. And we're just going to go Rage with the Ram Rider. That should win us the game. So really easy victory, even with us messing up and cycling the Pekka in the back. Like, you shouldn't really do that. You shouldn't cycle the Pekka other side. But even if your opponent has Elite Barbarians, as long as you have Berserker and you have Vines, you can pretty much defend pretty much everything in the game. So Yeah, it's like a better version of Barbaro. The Berserker, it doesn't really do as much cleanup immediately, but it will do more damage over time if you have other things to support it. So yeah, this Pekka deck is phenomenal. I don't think I was actually able to showcase the true power of it, so I'll play one more game with it. Let's go, let's go. Will you comment on suggestions for decks to play this stream? Yeah, I mean, I will comment on the decks that I'm currently playing, but I'm not going to like review other people's decks. If you guys have things that you want me to play, I can take a look at the top 200 and see if there are decks worthy of me being suggesting to you guys, you know? Sometimes there's some bad decks in the top 200 that people just one trick and the decks aren't actually that good. And I try to stay away from those, and I try not to recommend things like that. And also, if you guys ask advice on decks that are just like not great, you know, like if you're like asking me to put in a substitution for Baby Dragon in this deck, for instance, I'm just not going to do that. Also, you can Vines with Pekka, and it will kill pretty much all their air cards. So it's one of my favorite things to do is just using the Vines paired with anything that's high power, like Elite Barbarians, Rail Recruits, Pekka. You're going to win bridge battles pretty much every time. Maybe we're going to be able to get like a 100% win streak here. That'd be pretty sick. All right, let's just go for a Rage as well. Definitely prefer to do that than Arrowsing, and I'd probably get some Ram Rider connection. Oh, I guess not. That's fine. Let's go minions early, and hopefully he doesn't end up screwing us with their arrows or something. We'll see. This looks pretty good. We'll take some damage from this E-bar, but it's not that bad. It's only one hit. Also, we have the potential of Vinesing him if he does anything crazy. If he cycles a Dark Goblin, we will Vines. If not, we'll just take the free damage and hold the Vines for a bigger push. So this is the push that I was talking about. If you do have the luxury of using Elite Barbarians counters with Pekka and a Baby Dragon, so then you get more counter push, this is just devastating for opponents. This is a really, really devastating thing. Even with the Evo Witch, because the Baby Dragon speeds up your stuff and you have Vines and you have Rage, you have other ways of killing the Witch, it does work out. It's just a little bit annoying if they have like Witch Goblin Hut and they play really well and they, you know, protect their Witch and they never cycle it, then it becomes annoying. But if they fight near your side of the arena, you're always going to kill this. So it's always good for us. Going to go in for Vines when the Inferno Dragon gets close. Then I'm going to go in for our Ram Rider. Should just be able to one-shot that thing with all of our other stuff. And then straight up just rages up for the win. So as you can see, the Baby Dragon's helping out our Ram Rider. So the Ram Rider goes a little bit faster. And then we slow down all of his stuff so he gets caught in that little gust. His cards are slowed down 30% right now. And our cards are increased their hit speed by 0, but their movement speed by 50% as well. So it's a substantial increase if you're playing this deck at a high level. It's very hard for most people to defend. So I just super recommend this if you guys like Pekka decks. I think this is definitely one of the better decks to play, and damn is it fun. It is really, really fun to play this deck. So I'm going to Arrows here, just a guaranteed kill. Want to be able to shut down that Inferno Dragon, have the Baby Dragon potentially walk onto the tower, and it looks like we took a W again, my dudes. Love to see it. I'm just going to cycle minions here, maybe go for Berserker to pull this back if I absolutely need to. But yeah, this is looking like a very solid win. I don't think we have any gripes or worries about this. We're going to hold these things down so the minions can actually slaughter them. And I'm going to straight up just arrows. I think the arrows will be able to clean up the Witch, and we take a very dominant 2-0 win. Nice. Let's go, let's go. On to the next one. So yeah, you guys were asking about Mortar decks. Before I showcase the lowest skill strats in the game, I think there are some Goblin Giant decks that are really, really low skill. I wouldn't really recommend them as much, and Golem decks as much as this Pekka deck. I think the Pekka deck is actually just a lot better than most of the other things. The decks that I showcased at the start, I love a lot. This is the lowest skill deck that I would recommend copying if you guys want like a Golem deck that's like very, very easy for dum-dums. But you know, if you're worse at the game, you don't have to play that either. You can build a deck without Elixir Collector, but personally, I would play those all day. Let's see if there are any Mortar bait decks in the top 200 that I would actually recommend playing. There should be some, hopefully. All right. There's actually quite a few. That's cool. I like seeing that. So let me go and copy it and see if it's worthy of something that I would recommend for y'all. So we got Skeleton Barrel in the house, of course. Without Skeleton Barrel, life is not complete, right? That's how we have to compete. Oh, there's a couple actually. Yeah, there's actually a few that are decent. So we'll show them both. We'll show them both and see which one I like the most. We're going to do a little bit of taste testing out here. Seeing which one's the best. All right, so we're going to use Spear Goblins as well. We got Barbaro in there because we need to be able to clean up witches. Without that, it's just pitiful. Kind of sad. Oh, this doesn't have vines, by the way. We can play a deck without vines just to show you guys, because everyone's going to be like, what do I do? Jake, I don't have vines. What am I supposed to do? And climb up the leaderboard. Like, I can't do that. Also, vines are going to get nerfed, Jake. Why would I ever want to play a card that's going to get nerfed? So here's the deck that doesn't have vines. All right, let's do it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how hard we get nerfed by not having vines and see if we can ever win a game. Imagine just being bad at the game and never winning. It's like tragic. All right, here we go. Here's the deck. So this is one of the decks that's played at 108 in the world without any vines. The next deck will obviously have vines. I just want to showcase a deck without vines so you guys can play it if you want to. So kind of cool. Nice strategy. We'll see how it goes. All right, and obviously it's not going to be running this. So this tower. So let's go, let's go. This deck actually does run Princess Tower. A lot of decks have Cannoneer. You could play Cannoneer if you wanted, but this just feels a little bit more free-to-play friendly for a lot of people that do not have all the cards leveled up. I want to give some cheap, easy deck to level up that will still stay consistent and still stay good after the next meta. And honestly, if you don't have Knight, you can, if you do have higher level things and you want to, you don't even have to run Knight. You could run a bit more vicious of a strat and play something with a Skeleton King. Personally, I prefer Skeleton King, but that's just something to keep in mind if you wanted to. So we don't take any real damage there. It's just like a little bit. I think that we're okay just going other side. I don't really want to go into that. Also, it's always better for us to cycle the Mortar and try to get into a situation where he gets cooked. I'm going to try to go in for a poison here and hit the Furnace and the Fire Spirit when it starts. See how this goes. That's all dead. We don't have to worry about that. I think the Furnace also straight up dies inside the poison. So that's a great trade for us overall. We're getting more damage on his tower, finding ourselves in a position where we can go for another Mortar, potentially just defend with Ice Wizard because it is a great card. Wow, bro's got Barb Hut. All right, so he's learning from alt. He's learning from alt. May the alt be with you. Alt would actually be actively rooting against me in this game, which would be tragic. All right, so I'm going to try to get some value here with the Skeleton Barrel on the left side, but I can't guarantee that that's going to do too much. We'll see. I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel right now. The Barb Hut is dead. It's decapitated. It is gone. It is gone for this world. Maybe we can do some other stuff. I might want to poison, but I kind of want to cycle to a Barb Barrel, so I think that's going to be our best shot. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to let this go. I'm going to Knight here, and then with a Barb Barrel. I'm going to let the Ice Wizard like go a little bit deeper and hopefully just have more of a reliable Barb Barrel, reaching onto the Witch guaranteed. And then I'm going to throw down our Mortar because he's definitely going to be in a worse spot, I would say. He cycled his stuff in the back immediately because he wanted to get a bit of a better trade. Hopefully that works out in our favor. Beautiful. The Goblin's going to tank for the Fire Spirit too. I think the Furnace just straight up dies here. And then we also are able to get a Royal Giant out of him. So he's spending a lot of Elixir. We can just go Skeleton Barrel right now too. I kind of like this because it seems to me that I don't expect him to be able to defend this easily, but you never know. This could be a little bit worse for me than I expected. We get guards down. Are we good? Are we chilling? The Barb Barrel's on the tower too, and I should be able to just like poison on the Witch. It's not the Witch evolution, so I feel comfortable doing this. Also, if I'm able to kill the Witch with the Ice Wizard, then I can go for a Skeleton Barrel afterwards. So I'm really hoping that works out. And I think it does. I mean, he has like no ammo left over, so I'm just trying to overpower him here. All right, cool. Yeah, no, he loses. He loses. Skeleton Barrel does enough damage so that I can poison, and that's a dub. Oh, wait, he didn't even defend it. Nice. So we're just going to go Ice Wizard here. As you guys can see, even if you're playing against a lot of the Witcher decks and a lot of the annoying decks that are in the game, you should be good to go. I'm going to poison here as well to just damage down this RG. Go for really high Spear Goblins. Say hello to my little friend, and we walk away the win. So as you guys can see, really reliable W's. Only wins out here. You guys know how we run. And yeah, this is a good deck. I'd recommend it. If you guys want to take a look at it, we'll show it again. We'll keep grinding. We'll keep going. Damn, today has been a beautiful day, hasn't it? Seriously, thank you guys for being here. It's so sick to see so many people just vibing and chilling on stream when I decide to randomly go live. All right, so yeah, this is a deck that I'd recommend. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'll make it a little bit more spicy. You guys know how we do it out here. A lot of times when we're given the ability to play more overpowered cards, I don't necessarily always choose that, but it is better to play the best cards for sure. So we're going to go and do that. I'm going to put in a miner in here. This is another good Mortar bait deck if you want to copy it. This one is consistently played even higher at 82 in the world. So this one's a bit more dirty and filthy and a little bit more obnoxious for anyone that hasn't been acquainted with this type of minion horde strategy. Lots of people in the meta are playing vines. So because of that, they will have less arrows bait. And with less arrows bait, it means that you're just going to get better trades overall. So yeah, Let's play this strat. I also think Berserker is a top 5 card in the game right now. I genuinely think it needs a nerf. I think its health is way too high. So this is the deck. It is also played with Princess Tower. You guys can play Cannoneer if you want to, but it doesn't have that many spells. So I would probably not play Cannoneer. I would likely try to just play the Princess Tower for safety against graveyard decks. All right, so let's go. Let's see what we can do. Let's lock the heck in, boys. Bruna. All right. So we're going to go on to the next one. I feel like there's a low trophy count for you to be at. Have you not played this season? No, I haven't played at all. And as you saw, well, maybe you didn't see, but I was top 800 in the world, or I guess I am top 1,000 in the world right now on ladder. So if you think that I've consistently tried, I have not tried. I've been saving this for live streams with you guys. Yeah, I've been on ranked a lot more. Top 1K and then top 800 and top 800 the last 2 days before. So been playing a lot. Been playing well too. I'm really happy with my my level of gameplay right now. As a foreigner, I feel, yeah, dude, it's weird. It's a weird state to be in right now. It seems really, really bad right now for a US for sure. For me, I'm just trying to have, like, you know, whenever I play video games, I try to distract myself from all that stuff and just enjoy what I can, you know? It's absolutely insane, the US. Just a world that feels like it's just not the same, dude. It's not the same. It feels like things are changing a lot. And I definitely want to take the time to be on video games and just kind of disconnect from that and just have something that I can reliably enjoy every single day. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I was like super sick, like ridiculously sick to the point that I had to take time off of school, like a leave of absence. And it was one of the worst parts of my life. And then being able to play video games, go with the community, and be able to recover, like everything got better for me. It was one of the best experiences in my life. Like, I don't know, without Clash Royale, my life would have been so much worse. And it feels weird to say that, like a stupid, simple mobile game is like changing someone's life. Yeah, it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing to be able to disconnect and actually have something that you could reliably turn to and have a good time. Like, I don't know, like through breakups, through getting sick, through every single thing that happened with life, through family events that were pretty bad. Like, I was always able to play Clash Royale and enjoy it. So I just want to say thanks again for everyone that's here. Yeah, life and the world is definitely a crazy spot to be in, but hopefully you guys have something where, whether it's Clash Royale or something else maybe, that you guys can turn to every single day, that you'd be like, you know what, at least this is fine. Are you American? I am American, yes. I am from the US. You showed off a good Royal Recruits deck? Yeah, I did. I showed a really good Royal Recruits deck earlier, so that was cool. I think Royal Recruits are definitely one of the better decks in Clash right now. If you want to play something that's just genuinely broken, I would say Royal Recruits are something that will work in almost every meta. The only meta it didn't work in was when Evolved Witch was really, really strong with Valkyrie and Graveyard. But now, because Vines are so problematic, people are starting to play cards that are different. So yeah, I would recommend playing decks like these that I'm showing right now, because I've certified them to be good. You don't have to worry about the deck being strong or weak or whatever. If you practice these decks, you can definitely hit top 200. They're not just top 200 decks that someone's played. They're also curated by me, a top 1,000 player. So you have other people like looking at the deck and being like, oh wait, this is a deck that I would recommend for a wide array of people. You know, I don't want to just be like, yeah, top 200 decks, always play those. But like, I'll find decks that I think are worth playing in the top 200, because sometimes top 200 players one trick decks, and then the decks are like not great for a whole bunch of people to learn. Because there's like some decks that, I don't know, like Skeleton Army, Wizard, Balloon, Graveyard with Pekka, stuff like that. Sometimes you'll see that and you'll be like, that's not actually a viable deck for most people to play. That guy's just a magician. All right, so yeah, here's another deck. This is one of the more brainless ones. It doesn't have Elixir Collector. It is weaker. It is definitely weaker than the Elixir Collector version. The Elixir Collector version that I showed earlier is practically unstoppable. If you build up a push with this and you're up Elixir, nothing's defending this. It absolutely needs a nerf. This is stupid that Clash Royale allows this. Like, I was beating... All right, I'm gonna spoil a video. I'll spoil a video, all right? A little bit. So, anyway, I was winning every game. I literally won every single game. And I wasn't just beating bad players. I was beating people like this. Top 10 finishes, maxed out level. Top 10 finishes, maxed out level. Last season, he was 153 in the world. And then the season before that, you know, whatever, he was 115. So like sometimes you're like, oh, you beat someone that's a top 100 player, Jake. I'm like, yeah, I did. And then they're like, yeah, he's top 100 like, you know, 2 years ago. I'm like, nah, last season. 153. So this guy is like not washed at all. He's very, very good. We destroyed him. So a lot of games like this, every single person I was playing with, I've been beating, and these decks are just broken. So I want to just be 100% real with you guys. I'm not as good as some of the people I'm playing against. A lot of the decks that I'm showing today are carrying me. And if you want to copy these strategies, they'll definitely reach you higher ranks as long as you spend the time to like learn how to play them slightly. You just have to practice a little bit. This is another deck that I'd recommend. It's not as good as the other Golem deck. I just want to preference that. This is one of those decks that you build up a push with Golem. You drop the Goblin Machine. It's basically like the Goblin Giant deck, but because Golem is a bit of a better tank now, it has higher health. It allows you to keep your support cards alive longer than a Goblin Giant, and Goblin Giant Evo got a nerf. And now, because you're able to use Golem, you don't need the Goblin Giant as an evolution. You're not going to play regular that Goblin Giant. You're going to play 2 evolutions that are broken, and it frees up an evolution slot that you don't have to use on your tank. So that's why Golem is a lot better, especially if you're going into Goblin Giant and you have a higher health tank. You are going to win. This deck is primarily using Chef Tower. Just want to keep that under with you guys. Chef Tower is what's up. Chef Tower makes this a lot easier to play. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, I should have probably went Baby Dragon, but it is what it is. I think the mini pack I missed. Mini pack should have been targeting the first one, but it is what it is. Yeah, Baby Dragon would have been in the wave. It's okay. Sometimes you suck. Sometimes you mess up. That was a huge big blunder on my end, but it's all good. I think we're still going to win this one. Oh, it's Royal Recruits. This could potentially be a lot. Plays this a lot better than me, but I hope it doesn't. So we're going to use Vines more likely than not on the Firecracker, or we could Barbaro if it goes in the wrong side. Okay, cool. We're chilling. We can Barbaro on that, or we could just let the Rocket Man do rocket things. I think we just let Rocket Man do rocket things and take the damage. I want to save the Barbaro in case he has Skeleton Barrel or something. And I can also activate King Tower here. Yeah, I like this a lot more for us. And then we go Vines. Activating King Tower. Shutting down the Ram Rider. Taking literally no damage from the Ram Rider is so much better. So, as you can see, we have an Obnoxious strategy. We have Barbaro for subsequent wall breakers if he wants to drop them. That's actually a straight up just dead Ram Rider. It's not going to get a connection if the mini packet has anything to say about it. And it slashes twice, so that's all we need. Hell, I'll Baby Dragon here. I'll bite. The mini packet probably hits the tower because I sped it up. And then I think the Baby Dragon also kills the Spear Goblins. The only downside of this is, yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage, but I want to take the tower with one push. I don't really want to make these like small little pushes going. I want a one push man, this guy. So we'll Barbaro there. Still bad. That's not like the best. It's fine. We just go for a Golem and we build a big push and win the game. So I think I eat that. As dumb as it might seem, I think we just eat it. If he wants to do that, he only gets one hit on the towers. So like no big deal at all. Genuinely, I like going Golem in this type of spot where I have our guards. And I know that the Golem's going to get the extra level. And I should just be able to go Witch here and defend both sides. I don't know 100p if it's going to work like this for me, but I'm kind of hoping it does. Especially since Evil Witch is just so strong. So I think that we're good. I could be wrong, but I think we win. I think we just straight up win. It seems impossible for him to defend this. I can also do dual lane pressure. So he doesn't have Royal Recruits, so I can do this. And then I can go Vines. And then I think the Golem just straight takes tower anyway. So I can just spam more stuff on the right side. It seems impossible for him to defend this. I'm just going to drop more crap here. I'm actually just going to take both towers. It's just that easy. Like, the game is actually just that easy. Right now, if you know how to play these decks even remotely well, they do not die. Like, beatdown decks do not die right now. They're so broken. You get elixir advantages. You counter push. You slaughter opponents on all sides. Like, this guy, he is helpless. Look at him. Look at him just getting rolled right now. This was so freaking free. This is so easy. So I'm going to 3-crown him. I don't think we're losing a single game with 15,000 trophies. I bet you I win every game. I'm feeling really good about this right now. Like, these decks are so broken. Oh, it's light work. It's light work today. So yeah, this is the better version of like Goblin Giant. Now we're getting to worse territory where if you really want to play Goblin Giant, I can showcase a Goblin Giant deck. I just wouldn't recommend it as much. I think the decks are just a little bit weaker. I think that, again, you're wasting a tank and you're using something that is not as good. You're using an evolution slot on something that I personally wouldn't. So here it is. This is a Goblin Giant deck that I'd recommend. The only downside is it does lose to Lesser Giants because you don't really have Mini Pekka. I personally prefer Berserker for a faster cycle. And if you wanted to, you could put in Mini Pekka. And it lets you beat a Lesser Giant, lets you beat more beatdown decks. All right. What's good, brother? Let's get that 15K. Yes, sir. We're getting 15K all day. Light work. We're not going to lose a game today. I feel really good about it. So we're going to go in for Witch, and I also want to go Vines. I think that it's important for us to... Ooh, I missed it. It's going to be a lot of damage on us. Well played. So we'll take some damage here and there. It's okay. He'll probably go in for a log. Not looking good, actually. Not looking good for us. Still very winnable. It's just a more tough spot to be in for sure. So I think I'm going to go drop our Berserker directly on top of this. And just hopefully... Oh my gosh. This is a big blunder. It's a big blunder. After I said I don't think I was going to lose a game. Not looking good. Not looking good, guys. But it's okay. Our cards are still broken, so see what we can do. I think we kind of want to go to Goblin Giant, too, just to get to the evolution and see what happens. Ideally, we're going to be able to get a lot of damage here, but it's going to be tough. We'll see. Trying to get some magic happening here. I'm going to Rage as well, so then we're going to be able to kill the cannon a bit quicker. Ideally, we're going to get that Goblin Giant on the tower and deal a lot of damage, but it probably doesn't happen, unfortunately. I'm going to Barbarrel early. I don't think that actually straight up kills immediately, but it is what it is. I should have just Barbarreled and had it reach far enough to hit the tower. Bit of a blunder, but it's fine. This guy's got Fireball, so it's going to be harder for us to guarantee a defense here. I think we just let this go and let the minions do their thing and not waste any extra elixir because it only... Ooh, it did get 2 hits. Wow. I didn't think that would do 2. All right, we're kind of losing right now. We kind of have to focus up here. Mr. Edgar Allan Poe is going to make me a sad sir. You wouldn't do that to me, right? You would never make me a sad sir, brother. You wouldn't do that to me. All right, we have to go Machine. He can't eat the 2 hits. All right, we'll go Goblin Giant here. We've got Goblin Giant, Goblin Machine, and we also have Goblin Curse. So this is huge. I think that, or not Curse, so we have Vine. So this is really, really big. If I'm able to do this and then just hold the tower in place, I probably can defend with a Berserker and likely take out most of his tower here. There's a chance that he is able to defend this if he just plays super giga well. But also at the same time, like, not great. I mean, it is what it is. We have like a Berserker going at him. I think I lost this, guys. Oh man, I need to build up a bit of a bigger push. We have 56 seconds. So we have a shot. Definitely have a shot. Could Fireball that. Yeah, I'm getting fried right now. I'm actually getting fried. This is diabolical. This is diabolical work. Alright, so we have to send that and then go Goblin Machine and then hopefully just defend minimally with a Berserker. I think we could still be fine. We'll see. Do this. Ice Soldier's Rage! I think we might get him. That's going to be tough. I need more rockets. I need more rocket damage. All right, we take tower. Great. We have the Berserker still alive, so that's huge. We were probably going to Barbarrel left to guarantee that we take it. We force out extra elixir. I want him to Fireball. Does Vines this? Get a log, which kind of makes sense. You chuck a Goblin Giant in the middle. We have a lot of stuff counter pushing, so I kind of like this for us. Yeah, I think I won. Nice. I think the well played is sarcastic. It kind of has to be. I mean, our deck is really low skill. So, as I said, I don't like this deck as much as the other ones. That was the sketchiest game I've gotten all day, and actually the sketchiest game I had even last night. This deck is good. The only downside is, like, you don't have mini Pekka, so it's a little bit worse against Ram Riders, a little bit worse against Hog Riders, a little bit worse against beatdown decks. Playing against cycle decks like a Goblin Drill or a Miner, it's better to have Berserker since it's cheaper. But for the most part, I kind of just like playing this deck because I like beating Lava Hounds and I like beating other stuff. It's not necessarily the best. If you want to play Goblin Giant, if you're a Goblin Giant nut, then this is the deck to play. I'd recommend it. It's just a little bit worse into those specific decks. Yeah, let's go back to the decks I like a lot and see if we can just win every single game we play. All right, so we're pretty darn close. We're getting up there. We're getting up there in the ranks, aren't we? So I could play a couple different decks. I like this deck a lot too. Just gotta play Row Recruits, the safest. Let's go. I've been recently affected by what's going on in the US. I just want to keep say thank you for keeping me entertained. Yeah, dude. I mean, we're just out here having a good time playing Clash. That's all it is, brother. Nothing too special here, but I'm glad that, you know, we're able to make your days a little bit better, brother. So we're gonna take some damage here, unfortunately, on top of the cage, but we still get a 4-for-4 trade. And I think this is phenomenal, actually. Yo, dude, watch this. We're going to Vine straight up and just kill the Electro Dragon. And then he loses most of his tower on the right side, and we just Barbarrel. Honestly, I don't even have to Barbarrel. This is pretty much game already. So as you can see, I really like this deck just based off of the premise of being able to apply pressure at points that opponents aren't able to really realistically defend easily. And also, I think we just go in for this. Barbarrel here. Hopefully, okay, I kind of missed one of them, but it's okay. I Royal Hogs when we're up a little bit, so no biggie. No biggie, just dubs here. Even if he's going to have a Mega Knight or something, he can't really drop the Mega Knight in a cost-effective manner. Wow, I kind of knew he would have Mega Knight. He just seemed like that type of guy. So I'm just going to do this, and he might mini Pekka. And then I guess I can go for other stuff if I need to. So there's a lot of different things I can do. I think my favorite thing to do right now is Fly Machine, just because it's safer. We can go Zappies here as well. And then do this. And then that's decent, because then I don't waste my cage. Honestly, I kind of prefer that. Then the Mega Knight probably dies, and then the Electro Dragon doesn't do much. Pretty free. Let's go, let's go. It's light work out here, boys. You guys know how it is. You guys know how we do. So all I have to do is go for cage. It pulls in the mini Pekka. Sorry, a free win. Are Evos crucial for these decks? A lot of them, they are. Like this deck, you don't need like Evo Goblin Cage as much, but you do need Royal Recruits for it to function. Without Evo Royal Recruits, this deck is trash. So it depends on the deck that you're playing. I try to recommend, you know, the right decks every single time. The versions that matter the most. If you guys have like one evolution slot or something, you can ask me, and then I can, you know, try to point you in the right direction of what to play. We're just gonna do this, and we're gonna send it. I mean, if he loses the Inferno Dragon, the game is definitely over. I think I can go for this and then go Barbaro, and then just kill the Electro Dragon as well, and then yeah, it's pretty free. On to the next one for me, baby. Yeah, he's just gonna rage quit. I got close with Hog Rider mini Pekka deck, and then went on Mega Lost Streak because of random decks of Mega Knight and E-Barbs, huh? I mean, you're good, man. If you go on a lost streak, you can always bounce back. You start to play when you're feeling good. You know, if you're not feeling great, don't play Clash Royale. It's so easy to tilt. It's so easy to have an off day. It's so easy to have a bad time if you're playing Clash Royale when you're not feeling great. So try to do that, man. Let's go. What's your favorite Pokemon set? If I invest, what product should I hold? Thanks. I don't really like feel comfortable telling people what to invest in and like hold. It's just one of those things where if you end up losing money and it's on my accord of telling you what to do, I feel like that's genuinely pretty bad. The only thing I would ever say to invest in is like, you know, index funds. I think that's like a safe thing. I don't know where Pokemon will be 10 years from now. It's a major franchise, so it's unlikely that it's going to fall apart and you lose a lot of money on it. But I'm not going to tell you like what sets I think are like the best to invest in, because I could just be wrong. And then if I'm wrong, then you lose money and I feel bad. Like I can tell you what I invested in or what I put money into, but it's only stuff that I really like, you know, like stuff that I kind of want to open up later on down the line. Yeah, all my safe money that I think I'm going to make money off of is in the stock market and index funds. And I just want to ride that wave. If it goes down, it goes down. I know that eventually over time, the stock market is going to go up because inflation happens, and, you know, stocks over time. That's kind of what happens. It's okay if you have like a long-term trajectory. That's the only thing that I ever do. That's what I do with my monies. What games do you play besides CR? The games that I play besides Clash Royale, I don't really do any other games besides Clash, man. Honestly, I want to spend all my free time like collecting Pokemon cards, doing Pokemon stuff, building a Pokemon business, while also doing more Clash Royale. Like my goal right now is to actually invest my time heavily into Clash Royale and do more live streams, do more videos, do a lot more stuff with y'all, because I feel like I could have been doing more along the lines the last couple years. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to have any regrets on that. I really, really like the game. I know that there's bigger opportunities for us here, and I know that like you guys saw the AT&T video that I did, right? Playing against people for $1,000, and if someone beat me, I actually would have given away $1,000. Dude, my hands were sweaty during that game. I was stressed because the dude was playing pretty well. He like pre-logged, and he was a good player. Like he actively would have beat me, and I would have given up $1,000 if he hit that pre-log on my Goblin gang. So there's stuff like that where it's fun content, but also like because I do take sponsors, it was achievable for me to do that. I want to do more content like that, ideally, and hopefully get more sponsors that I can actually afford to do big baller banger videos like that no one else has ever seen. In real life, playing for $1,000 is kind of unheard of, especially like from a mobile game. Doesn't that just sound stupid? It sounds silly and stupid because it shouldn't be a thing, but it worked out, you know. So it was a really, really good time. So I hopefully can do more content like that. That's my goal. Anyway, we're in a bar barrel here. We look at the shadow of the Goblin barrel, so we know where it is, and then we're good. It's not going to do much. He's going to get a couple hits, but it doesn't really matter. Even if he tries the Firecracker, we have a Fly Machine, so going to go and target onto that instead of hitting our tower. So pretty free. Easy for me, and we jump to the next one. Let's go. Pokemon card channel soon. I already have one. It's called SirTagCR if you want to check it out. All right. I got close to the Hog Rider and a mini Pekka deck, and then went on Mega. Yeah, sorry. I read that. Sorry, like giving you trauma on that, bro. Shouldn't be rereading that like 10 times. Let's go. All right, so of course we just go cage first play. I've said that time and time again. It's definitely the best strategy with this deck. If you play it safely, you just cycle your cage, you get to the evolution, you get a good trade, and you pummel your opponent. So we're going to go for recruits right on top of the firecracker and probably just win the game. He's down 4 elixir. More people than not that are like lower skill level don't necessarily know what to do when they're down that amount. My Mother Witch is confused. She doesn't know what to target, so we'll see how this goes, but probably goes decent. I think we go Vine. Oh, I sucked. Oh, man. I would have won. I think I would have just won. All right, now I have to focus. The Barbaro on this and hit the mini Pekka, and then also hit most of the Witch here, too. That was the best Barbaro I could have done with that horrible misplay. So I'm going to see what we can do. Maybe activate King Tower with the Fly Machine. I don't think it's going to come down fast enough, but maybe it does. Yo, we're back. We're back. We're back. A little bit of a scuff start, not going to lie. I thought I would hit the vines on the mini Pekka and turn it into a piggy. And I was like, you know, we got this. It's light work. I actually didn't know how much damage vines would do there. So I kind of wanted to limit test and see if the mini Pekka would die. And worst case scenario, if the mini Pekka didn't die and kill my Mother Witch still, then I would still have been able to Barbaro and finish off the Witch. So I was fine. Just unfortunate reality there. We'll go Zappies. We'll split them up a little bit more. And then, oh, this is kind of bad. This is actually really bad. Oh, never mind. Yo, dude, there's no way. There's no way that this is going to counter. Dude, the Mega Knight jumps in the air and it actually gets pulled in. I didn't know that. How did I not know that? Is that a real, guys? Is that a real? The Mega Knight always does that? Because I know the Prince. Does the Prince do that too? Or does the Prince hit? I don't know. I haven't been playing enough Goblin Cage recently. I kind of forgot. Some of those things, they change, you know? Like Fisherman interactions sometimes were different when they change a lot of stuff. So I don't know if it's the same or not. Can someone let me know? Does Prince hit the Goblin Cage or not? I forgot. I haven't been playing as much Clash recently as much as I wanted to. Like, I want to play a lot more. I'm starting to, but I need to still memorize these interactions that I do not remember. Anyway, we have an opportunity to go for a Fly Machine here in the middle to snipe a lot of skeletons, and then we can go in for this on the Firecracker whenever he drops it. We're not going to miss this Firecracker. We're going to take this shot, and yeah, we're never going to give up our shot. Let's go. We got him. Light work. So let's tower down. We're going to go Royal Hog's right side because he has no elixir for Mega Knight. You have no power here. And I'm going to just drop a Mother Witch in his face, and I hope that that gives us a lot of piggies. Kind of cool for a second. Don't know if it's going to work out the way we want. Should probably just take out the tower and dominate with a 0 losses, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. All right, so we're going to go for a Fly Machine here. Maybe we can go in for rare recruits, but I don't think it even matters. I think it's just a free win. GG, baby. Oh, man. Do you guys think I can win this without a single loss? Can we get all the way up to 15,000 trophies, losing 0 games on this stream? Is it possible? Can we dial in there, guys? Do you believe in me right now? I think we can do it. I really think I can. Holy hell. This is absolutely gas. All right, so yeah, we're just a couple games away. Play Pokemon Showdown? I might do that. I do have other YouTube channels that I'm down to screw around and do more live streams. I might want to do more like consistent live streams where I have more of a schedule with you guys and do it on a different channel. I think that's the game plan. Y'all let me know if you think that's silly or not. If you guys would actually watch a consistent live stream for me if I do different things. It's not just Clash Royale. Like maybe like the new Pokemon Legends ZA comes out or something. I stream that. I don't know. Maybe I do Clash Royale for like 2 hours and then switch it up and do something else on a different channel. It'd be kind of fun to do that. To diversify too and not just do everything on one YouTube channel and only play one game all the time. I do play other games. I just haven't had the luxury of doing it as much. I would definitely watch that. Hell yeah. I think it'd be fun. Absolute Cinema. The CR matches is for cards. Dude, there's actually Clash Royale cards that people graded for PSA. It's kind of insane to think about. It's weird. Anyway, we can get Vines here. I think we won this one already. Wow, this is too free. It's too free for me, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I don't have a schedule at all. A consistent time would be cool. I put, yeah. The thing is, like, I have no schedule, so I just send my streams whenever. You guys are looking at it, you're like, when is this dum gonna go live? What is he doing here? That's what most people are thinking. Have you considered stream other games like Repo on it? Yeah. No, that's what I'm thinking. I think I stream a lot of other games on the other channel. It's called More Tag. You should probably do more content there. That was the entire goal, but that was the entire premise of it. All right, so we locked through, and we won the game against Mr. Monkey Maxi. Light work. Hell yeah. Nice. Lucas says, and then there's me who helped me get through stuff 5 years ago, just giving content and now living my best life with a beautiful woman. Hey, love hearing that, man. It's nice to have, you know, there's always ups and downs in life, and it's nice to see you come out on top in the end. Watching from France, bonjour. Comment ça va? Merci beaucoup for watching, brother. Thoughts on Splash Yard in this meta? I probably wouldn't play Splash Yard. I think that Splash Yard, you need to be playing it with Evolved Witch and Ice Wizard, so that's the version that I would play. I think that one's definitely the best. It depends on what version you're playing, I guess. Okay, so we're going to kill the Inferno Dragon. The Firecracker will also not really do anything here. I want to activate King Tower with the Firecracker, so I'm going to wait a little bit. Okay, we're going to cycle our Mother Witch here. Activate King Tower with that Firecracker real quick for the one time. And then have the Mother Witch give us value with counter-pushing pigs. We're going to get jiggy with the piggy here today. We're getting jiggy with the piggy. We're also going to drop almost all of our pigs on the other side. It's just better this way. I might even pop through with a Vines value. I'm not going to do it, though. Your goblins end up killing everything. I'm going to Barbaro on it, or I could go Royal Recruits. We're up quite a bit. I'm considering Royal Recruiting at the bridge just because I'm up so much. He did drop a log, and he doesn't have the right card cycle for this, and anything he drops will get Vines. It's not like he can Inferno Dragon this. Is he just dead? Oh, he's Mega Knight in the middle. He just has, like, nothing. All right, so that's pretty free. I guess we'll see again how Mega Knight does against the Evo Cage. See if it jumps again or what happens. It was weird how that worked. Wonder if it just jumps in the air and dies to the cage. It's kind of cool if that works a second time in a row. And then we go Zappies on top of the Inferno Dragon. Yeah, it just pulls it. All right, cool. I forgot about that. I actually don't... I never knew that. I don't know how I forgot that. That's kind of bad, guys. It's kind of bad that I didn't know that. Or that I kept messing that up. All right, so, yeah, we're chilling. Should be a W. I'm not even stressed at all. I think we take this win. So he might even Mega Knight me again after dropping his cannon, but, like, at the same time, I can go Royal Hogs and split lane pressure. The Goblin Cage Brawler is going to take out his tower. He has, like, no elixir. He loses the Firecracker. The little piggy that could is going to do all she should. And then I'm going to go for the 3 crown, potentially. See what happens. See if we can fry him. He probably Mega Knights this, so let's just go Vines and guarantee that he doesn't get any value with a Mega Knight. If I cycle Zappies. All right, he's just gonna leave the game. Let's go. Your French is on point. Keep it up. Ah, merci beaucoup. Have you ever... Yeah, I totally would be down. Nice. You should play Riley's Royal Pigs deck. That deck looks decent. I just don't necessarily think it's as good as some of the other decks. I think the Royal Pigs deck is fun and all, but I don't know. I don't think it's as easy to play, and I don't think it's as good as the other decks. I might test it. I might see it in some challenges or something, but I wasn't like super gravitating towards that deck or anything like that. We'll go Zappies here and see what we can do. Cool to have a really high win rate with one of my main decks. I wanted to Royal Recruits, but I also just didn't know what this guy's doing. It's kind of interesting. I think like Royal Recruits into someone that is playing Valkyrie is always scary, but I mean, I think we're okay. I think we're chilling. This might have been a more difficult match, actually. Could be a graveyard player. I probably don't want to cycle my Mother Witch then. No Valkyrie in cycle, no Furnace in cycle. So I guess I go Royal Hogs and just see if he has Mega Knight. Oh, it's Royal Recruits as well. This is a bad matchup then for us. We're fighting on his side of the arena, so this is kind of bad. A little bit dubious if I'm going to win this game. I think I could just use Mother Witch and then Barbaro to clean this up, and we'll see how that goes. Fortunately, it doesn't target what it's supposed to. I think I just eat that. I mean, I could go Cage onto the Dark Goblin and then push it off and then get the Cage counter pushing and get to the evolution and then get to Royal Recruits. That's the way that I'm seeing that I should be playing. I don't know if it's the right way, but that's what I'm going to do today. No! They're going to explode on my tower, bro. Those are dead Zappies. Rough. Awful. I mean, screw it. Let's just do this. We take out most of his tower with a little Goblin Cage Brawler all by itself. Boom, baby. Ha ha! You have no power here. That was awesome. I did not expect that to pop off as hard against Mr. Beanpop, but worked out. So I can go Royal Hogs if I want. I can split them up. Probably the best play. And then Royal Recruits on defense, depending on what he does. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, he's going to lose the tower. Then I Royal Recruits on his Royal Recruits. And then he has Wall Breakers, but Wall Breakers are like multiple cards away because he just dropped them. So he can't really punish me. Golden Knight's kind of annoying. This guy definitely has a counter deck. This guy definitely has a counter deck. Furnace and Golden Knight in a mirror matchup is diabolical work. And a Valkyrie too. This is a little bit of an unsettling situation for us. It's still fine. I think we'll just win because I think we played a little bit better, but Matchup was not it for us. Oh, the Hog Rider is interesting too. We'll pull that in. Spam a little bit here. See if we can finesse it a little bit. Would love to just take out his entire tower and get a 2-0 victory against a matchup that I don't really want to see. So that would always be cool. Hopefully we can make that happen. Very nice if we can kill the furnace. And we do bop the furnace. Beautiful. Hell yeah. 2-0 victory against that thing is crazy. We love to see it. What do you think about is the best Royal Recruits deck? This deck. It is definitely the best Royal Recruits deck. I got 800 in the world with it, and I haven't lost a game with it yet. So looking good. Looking good, guys. We're going to get 15K today. We're so close. We're like 3 games away. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Or maybe 4 games. Sorry. 4 games away. Not bad. Let's go Cage here. We're chilling. We're vibing. If he hogs into that and Earthquakes, it's even better because we get to get Royal Recruits on the field and get counterpush with them. Taking no hog hits is awesome. I think I could have Recruits at the bridge and it would have tanked for the Cage Brawler, and that would have been better. So I should have just forfeited the damage, I think, potentially. It's hard to say. I mean, maybe not. It's okay. I think I can activate King Tower with this Firecracker, so I don't really have to worry too much. Probably better for me to play a bit more passive and activate King Tower here with the Firecracker. So I'm going to go Zappies here and then definitely go Fly Machine and just shut that down while we can and minimize the damage that he gets. Also, I don't want to play super aggro, but I think it's the right play. I don't like doing this too much, but it seems nice. It seems awesome if we're able to get the Fly Machine to stay behind, but didn't work out. We still kill him. I think we still win the game. Good vines here. Should just win us the match. Skeletons die. That's game over. Sorry, GG. Whew. Yeah, a bit of a higher level. You'll recognize when you can't go in with Hog Riders. And if you play against lower level people, you just take their tower. I've never been to the Caribbean. I think like I gotta travel a little bit more. I want to go to Japan. I want to take content to the next level. I want to like be on cruises or something or do something like that. I just be like, hey guys, that's Hog Island out here. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty funny to just mess around and just create content on the go. All right, so we'll go Royal Recruits and then also Fly Machine as well. Looking good. Looking good. Visit Puerto Rico. I've never been to Puerto Rico. Some of my friends grew up just going there all the time during the summer. I don't know. They're kind of rich. How expensive? It's probably not that expensive to go to Puerto Rico, right? Maybe they just balled out. I'm not sure. Puerto Rico, things are cheaper there, right? I've never been. I don't really know too much about it. What's good there? I went to Peru. Oh, Peru, I've heard really good things about. Y'all let me know your favorite countries to visit as well. Like, where should I be traveling to? I haven't traveled that much. I went to a lot of different states randomly for Pokemon card conventions recently, but that's about it. I'm interested to see where we got to take the Hog Express. When you do your deck videos, please, could you suggest which Evos to swap in if you don't have the real ones in the deck? I remember you used to do that, but I feel like I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, I've actually been trying to cut down the amount of time that I have in the intros because it's been reducing the retention rate for videos. So I've been trying to make the video intros shorter. Maybe I could still have that in text or something and say like what Evos I would substitute. But the difficulty is, man, there's a lot of decks that like, if you guys were asking what should I do instead of the Pekka Evo, a lot of times you can't really do that. A lot of times, like, if there is no availability of swapping out the Baby Dragon in the Pekka Evo deck, it just doesn't work. Like, I need the Baby Dragon Evo, so then the Ram Rider gets sped up, and it feels like it's actually a fully functioning win condition without having lightning. Sometimes you can't literally change anything in the deck. It's unfortunate that's the case. There are situations where, like, if you are really interested in specific decks, you let me know in the comments, and then I'll try to reply to you. If you write a comment in the first, like, hour or two in most videos, I typically can respond to most of them. I don't respond to all of them, but I try to. Also, that Goblin Cage was bad. It should have been directly in the middle. My misplay. Clash Royale World Tour. Streaming CR as you travel the world with unique backgrounds. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Honestly, it'd be a very privileged thing to do. Like, very lucky. But if there were situations where, like, I somehow was able to travel somewhere and justify doing it, it'd be kind of cool. All right, we're going to go Zappies and stun this. And then probably just Barbro here. And then maybe even, like, activate King Tower with those Zappies. I think it might. That's pretty close. It wasn't. Wasn't exactly a King Tower activation, but still not bad. We have counter pushing cards. We might as well do something with them. If he Mega Knights me, I'm a little bit sad. Okay, he Mega Knighted me. Oh, damn, dude. Why you gotta play like this? Why I gotta be that guy? I mean, we're doing 1,000,000 damage with these Zappies. Holy hell, that was a lot of... It's still going! The gift that keeps going. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I think I have to go Vines here. Wait, does it Vines the Hog Rider inside the cage too? That's kind of funny. It did. It Vines the Hog Rider inside the cage, guys. It's kind of wild. I didn't know it had it like that. I didn't know Vines had that level of power. Y'all see that? That's insane. That's Graveyard deck. I haven't been playing Graveyard too much. All right, Zappies are going to stun that unless he Vines me. And then I can just go for this. And then it retargets on the recruits. The best Graveyard deck. I could look for some Graveyard decks, but again, I'm not a huge fan of Graveyard right now in the meta. It definitely works with Goblin Hut and Ice Wizard so I guess the version that I would recommend is the Graveyard Ice Wizard Valkyrie. Sorry, not Valkyrie. Graveyard Ice Wizard Evolve Witch with Goblin Hut. That would be the deck that I'd recommend. I think it's a little bit silly that deck has so many spells. So it feels a lot more clunky than other strategies, but it's probably the best one. So that's what I would recommend for you and anyone else wanting to play a deck like that. We're just going to straight up Vines here, and then we'll go Recruits directly on top of the Firecracker. We're not losing our tower. There's no shot. There's no shot. Even with the Mega Knight strategies that we're seeing every game, I don't care. So yeah, Goblin Cage Evo is really good against Mega Knight. It's significantly better than I thought. So yeah, you can just let it suck it up. Very cool. Oh, we're going to suck up this Mega Knight real soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we're going to go and hold the Hog Rider and the Mega Knight in place. Yeah, see how it gets Vines? The Mega Knight also gets Vines too. It's sick. We're going to 3-crown a Mega Knight player, guys. Imagine a universe where Mega Knight gets 3-crowned by a freaking Royal Recruits deck with Royal Hogs. This is the universe that we're living in the big 2025. No towers taken from him. Let's go. We're so close, guys. We're so close. We're absolutely slaughtering the game today. No losses. No losses. 2 more wins and we hit 15,000 medals with 0 losses, guys. Come on. Give me your energy in the chat. We need it right now. We need it. Give me some energy in the chat here, guys. Let's lock the hell in. All right, we're going to go Goblin Cage. We have Royal Recruits in our hand. Yo, it's so cool. It's so cool to win every game. It's actually like such a fun stream to do that for an hour. Insane work. Yo, Barbaro is not that big of a deal. It's honestly fine for us. We could Mother Witch and get a Piggy, hopefully. And then we go Royal Recruits. There's a lot of stuff going at him. But we split up our stuff so we can't Mega Knight on all sides. Also, we can just straight up go in for Vines here on the Witch. Maybe even kill the Berserker if we're lucky enough. Aw, it does die, unfortunately. But we'll probably kill the Witch. The Goblin Cage evolution is going to be back in cycle for whatever he wants to throw at us. And the game seems already to be over. So it's one of those things that a lot of people aren't necessarily equipped to deal with Royal Recruits when they're down Elixir. It seems really funny to me, like, how people just fall apart in the face of Royal Recruits. Come on now. Go Royal Hogs. Let's split them up. Let's have one go to the left and have them overcommit on the right side. Yep. That's decent. Awesome, awesome. So all we have to do is go in for a Barbaro and it completely cleans up this Witch if we have a Fly Machine with it. He doesn't have Vines, so it's not like he can hurt me right now. Also, I could even Mother Witch on this to get extra value and then Barbaro afterward. I think this might be a bit of a disaster for our dude. Yo, this is actually fire. He is definitely going to get burnt. I might even be able to go to like Vines here if I want. Looking really, really good. I'm not going to. I think it takes tower regardless. But looking good, looking good. Drop Zappies here. See if that shuts it down. Looks like another dominant win. Even if he goes in for Vines, he just gets Baby Dragon damage on our towers. Nothing. I could straight up just go Recruits and 3-crown, I think. I'm going to stagger most of them towards the left so I can guarantee take that tower. And then I think I'm going to try to go for Royal Hogs afterward. Maybe I can go Vines on straight up everything here just to hold his stuff in place. So we might be able to kill his... Yeah, no, I think the Recruits just charge onto the Witch eventually. If not, I guess we get a lot of piggy value, so that's fine. No big deal. Alright, so we're in Mother Witch right now. We should try to go for the 3-crown just for a more dominant win. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to go for the 3-crown. I'm going to try to take out everyone I can now here. We got Evo Cage too, so do this. That takes tower, and then we get a lot of skeletons counter pushing. Go Zappies here. And then just throw down the Vines on top of the Baby Dragon. Because I want to get more counter push. I try to isolate his stuff. We can Evo Cage on top of the mini packet. This is a 3-crown and also would have been a fully fledged defense too. He wouldn't have broken through anyway. That was absolute dominance. Let's go. One more game, guys. and we hit 15K with 0 losses. I can't stress this enough. This was insane. Imagine a battle log full of wins, guys. So we started like, I don't know, around here, wherever it was. Yeah, look at all this. Insane. All wins, guys. Let's go. Let's get the last one. If you lose the last one, your career is over. It can't happen, man. I gotta win. I'm winning this game, all right? Come on! Let's go, guys. Let's lock the hell in. Let's lock the hell in. All right, so we're gonna cycle Zappies here. This guy cycles Furnace. Oh, I'm actually, like, I'm a little bit of, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. A little nervous right now. A little bit of a nervous nerd. I think we probably go in for fines on this just to kill the Firecracker and hopefully finish off most of his stuff with a Barb Barrel. It doesn't extend far enough, so I have to wait. I think we actually go Cage here. It's a little bit silly to do, but I want to make sure that I play defensive and don't throw the game. I want to cycle the Cage as well, just because it's a strong card. Probably go Fly Machine early. Nah, this is level 14. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. We'll Barb Barrel here. We'll clean up the Mini Pekka, and then we'll get some Piggy value. Oh, we're getting jiggy with the Piggy! I think we got him, guys. I think this is already a lot of damage. This is looking really, really good. I'll activate King Tower as well. We'll go Royal Hogs here. We'll activate King Tower with the Mother Witch into the Firecracker. This is aggro as heck, but I'm about it. We'll just do this right now. Doing damage on both sides. This is dominance already. All right, we can go for Valkyrie here. Counter with Zappies. If you drop your Zappies like this, they'll go single file, and then they'll stun the Valkyrie individually. It's better to play that way. Now the Valkyrie's not going to get anywhere near us. If I Fly Machine here, it's going to be able to kill most of his stuff. But just Barb Barrel, and I think that's going to be our best bet against the Fire Spirit that's oncoming. Or incoming. All right, so this is looking good. This is looking good. The Valkyrie is not something that we have to worry about for a bit. We could go Royal Hogs to pull back this Mini Pekka. I think we do that. Oh, I missed it. Oh, no. Oh, that's a blunder. It's fine, though. It's aight. It's aight. There's vines here. We should be good. Should be able to straight... Oh, how did that shoot even though it was vines? I guess the vines animation doesn't come down immediately. So, still winning by a little bit. Like, still a pretty good spot for us to be in. We haven't dropped Royal Recruits even once yet. I think I've been way more dialed than I should have been on defense. I've been playing a bit more sloppily, to be honest. It is just annoying to play against someone that has a Furnace evolution. It's hard to find opportunities to go in for the Royal Recruits into that and feel great about it. He's going to go and spam us on the other side, potentially, which is good because now we can just do this and then also cycle our Zappies. And if he goes Firecracker, we just Barb Barrel it and it should be dead. Firecracker just straight up walks into that. The only downside that I'm seeing right now is I have to straight up kill that or I lose. Mini Pekka is a problem, so I'm going to have to use Zappies here and then also go Mother Witch. A lot of stuff, but we do have the Fire Spirits giving us extra value, so we're going to have more pigs. This guy's deck is diabolical. I'm not going to lie. This is a little bit scarier than I wanted it to be. Should still be able to go for a good Barb Barrel on everything here, though. I think I got it. I just need to go for Royal Hogs and then maybe go in for a good Vines push. We should win it right here, guys. I'm going to Vines directly on the Mini Pekka. The Mini Pekka probably dies. I think that the Royal Hogs are not even necessary. I'm going to drop them anyway. That is a 15K push with 0 losses, guys. Let's go. Let's look at the battle log one more time just for pure proof on anyone that skipped to the very end of the video. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We freaking did it. Huge. Hell yeah. Magic Academy all the way to 15K. That's what we love to see. So, yeah, I started from the bottom, and now we're here. We started around, where was it? 12K? Yeah, we started at 12K here. An hour and 10 minutes is what it took to speedrun this. Absolutely insane work. Every single game was a win. Seriously, thank you guys for being here. If you enjoyed this, especially the breakdowns on the decks earlier, leave a like on the video and subscribe for more content. Check out the pinned comment for more Clash Royale action because every single day, guys, I post Clash Royale videos. I'm currently, I was top 1,000 in the world. I'm probably a little bit lower right now, but if you saw the very start of the video, I was actually ranked at the top of leaderboard. So it's just kind of cool to have that and be like, yeah, we're pushing up, we're playing a lot more Clash Royale, and we're getting better at the game. If you guys want to see something else that, you know, is buffed and a little bit dirty and diabolical, you can check out this video. This will be down below in the pinned comment section if you guys want to see a video on how to play this deck, this Barbarians Bridge Spam strategy with Vines, and see why it's so broken. If you also want to see me pushing up past 15,000 medals and see what happens after this, Like after you hit 15,000, can you go to 15,300? Can you go to 15,700? Like how far can you go? If you want to see that and also see a deck that doesn't have vines and a deck that I used to push to 15,000 and higher without vines, check that out in the pinned comment. That deck, that Golem deck, has Prince. It's really overpowered. It also deserves to get nerfed, and I don't think that Clash Royale is going to nerf it. They'll probably nerf vines in a lot of these decks. So if you guys are coming at a later date and vines aren't that good, I would recommend checking out the video in the pinned comment with Golem, with that I reached over 15,000 trophies. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you later. And yeah, check out the pinned comment for this deck or the Golem deck. And yeah, I'll see you guys after my trip. Love y'all, and